A successful phishing attack can literally cost you or your business thousands of pounds. But how do you know if the email you've received is dodgy or not? Well, it's really easy. You just need to check two things. And I'm going to explain those two things in today's video. But before we start, a quick introduction. My name is Jonathan Edwards and I'm a business IT consultant from Yorkshire in the UK. My IT company, Integral IT, helps customers all over the UK with their IT support and the cybersecurity. Now, we've seen a huge rise in the number of phishing emails sent in the last few years. If you're new to all this, what's a phishing email? Well, a phishing email is when a cyber criminal sends you an email trying to lure you to do something. So that phishing email, they might be pretending to be your boss and they're asking you to transfer some money into a bank account. Or the phishing email might contain a link, and when you click on that link, it's asking you to enter your Microsoft 365 password, maybe to get access to a file. So you enter your password and nothing happens. Well, what's actually happened is the cyber criminal now has your Microsoft 365 password. Or you might click on the link and nothing seemingly happens. But what has happened behind the scenes is there's some malware installed on your computer. Maybe the cyber criminal now has access to your computer. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I run an IT company. There's not a day goes by where a client doesn't contact us and tell us they've received an email like this, and they're quite scared about it. They automatically think that they've been hacked. Now, more often than not, they haven't been hacked. What's actually happened is the cyber criminal is trying to hack them. He's trying to lure them to do something. Unfortunately, phishing emails are part of everyday life. So the best thing that we can do is give ourselves the knowledge that we can look at an email and in just two little strategies, you know whether it's a phishing email or not. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So without further ado, if you want to look over at my computer screen and I'll explain further. So if you look at my computer screen now, you'll see the 6 emails. These are all emails that I've received in the last few weeks. And I've put them all in this folder so I can show you. So the first email perpetrates to come from Amazon. Now, like a lot of people, I use Amazon every day. So I'm quite interested to receive an email about my Amazon account. Now, if I go into this email, the first thing I want to check is the domain. So what is a domain? Well, the domain is everything that comes after this email @ sign here. So in this scenario, the domain is this here. Now, I instantly know this doesn't look right. If I receive an email from Amazon, it should come from the right domain, which is amazon.co.uk. That's the correct domain for Amazon. This doesn't say Amazon. What this cyber criminal has tried to do is create a word that vaguely looks like Amazon. So at a quick glance, because a lot of us are busy, might just glance at that, they might see the A, the Z, and they might not pay much attention to it. But that is not the domain of Amazon. So with that first strategy, checking the domain, I know that this email is dodgy. But look at the second strategy as well with this email. It's asking us to click on a link. So the action here is saying, will you click on this link here? Again, if I hover over it, don't need to click on it, just hover over it. In the bottom corner of the screen, you can see that it's taken us to a link called bit.do and then some letters. Again, if it was from Amazon, I would expect that link to take us to Amazon. So I've used the two strategies, the domain and the link, to know that this email isn't genuine. So what am I going to do with this email? I'm going to click on the delete button. So let's have a look at the next email, and this is perpetrating to come from Zoom. Now again, I do have a Zoom account, so let's have a look at this using the two strategies. This domain is not Zoom, it's coming from mail.com. But you can see what the cyber criminal has done here is put support-zoom. Now support's not even spelled correctly, it's got another P. So it's trying, again, we're all busy people, if we're just rushing, we can see that this is from Zoom. But it's not, it's from @mail.com. So already, by checking the domain, I know it's not from Zoom.
But we'll go to the second strategy. It's wanting us to review the invitation. So again, if I hover over that, look in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, it's taking me to sendgrid.net. So it's not taking me to Zoom. So again, I've used those two strategies, the domain and the link. I know this email is dodgy. So I click on the delete thing here. The next one is perpetrating to come from Twitter. Now again, I've got a Twitter account. So let's look at those strategies again, shall we? Look at the domain here. Now it's come from Twitter without an I, .mail486.com. So using that strategy domain, I would expect this to come from @twitter.com because that is the domain of Twitter. There's Twitter. It doesn't come from @twitter.com. So just by using that first strategy, a lot of emails fall over, they don't pass the test. What's it asking us to do? Well, it's telling me that my Twitter account's been locked, which ordinarily I'd be concerned about. It's asking us to click on this link here to log back in. Bottom left hand corner, it's taking us bit.do ftbn. That's not Twitter, is it? So again, both strategies here, I know that email is dodgy. Let me click on delete. Now this one here, this perpetrates to come from wpx.net. So let's have a look at wpx.net. This is web hosting, and it's saying it's come from the right place. And guess what? I use WPX. I'm expecting this email. It's the right domain. Now let's have a look at the link. So the first strategy, it is the right domain. So let's go on to look at the link now. It's wanting me to click on this link to get my invoice. If I hover over that link without clicking, the link, what it wants me to take me to is exactly the same. It's taking me to wpx.net. It's the same link that's advertised. We've already checked the domain. This email is genuine. So I've used those two strategies and the email is genuine. So I'm going to keep that. The next one we're going to check is this one here, Facebook. Okay, I've got a Facebook account. Let's have a look. Now, this is slightly different because it's perpetrating to come from Facebook mail. Now, I would expect this to come from facebook.com because that's the domain. So I would look at this to start with and say, I don't believe this. But we go to review page info, we hover over that, and the link there is business.facebook.com. So it is actually coming from facebook.com. So taking this further, I'm gonna Google facebookmail.com. Interestingly, there's actually a search here. Why am I receiving emails from Facebook Mail? This is the right website, it's Facebook, and Facebook basically saying we send email notifications from facebookmail.com. So in this instance, I've had to investigate a little bit more. The first strategy I use, Facebook Mail, I'm thinking that's not the domain, but I have Googled it and Facebook is saying, well actually we use that domain to send. So again, I can check that. I've looked at the link, I was happy with the link. This email is genuine. So the next email we're going to look at is this HMRC one here. So like everybody else, I do pay my taxes. So we're going to look here. So it's coming from the tax.service, but the end bit is .gov.uk. So here look, .gov.uk, it's the right domain, okay? So it is coming from the UK government. Now the second strategy is what link is it trying to ask me to click on? And if I scroll down here, it's not asking me to click on any link. So with this email, it's coming from the right domain and it's not asking me to click on a link. So I'm happy that this email is genuine. So there's the strategies that I use. The first one is the domain. So check that domain corresponds with the right company website. If it does, then move on to the link. What link is it asking you to click on? All you have to do is hover over it. Hover over the link, whether you're using the Outlook client or using a webmail like I am. It'll tell you in the bottom corner or over the link where it's trying to take you. And using those two strategies, you can spot whether an email is dodgy or not. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I look forward to seeing you again soon.